Hello, everybody. Welcome to an all new Beyond the Barricade. It is Papa Dank, and we are live right now. And without further ado, let me bring on my very special guest today, the one and only Hunter Greyson. How you doing, bud?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. I think my camera's a little messed up.
Just took back my shots. I'm feeling good and ready to talk.
Oh, you ready to talk? You ready to go?
You know it, man. You know it.
All right. Let's start off with how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
Oh, that's an easy one. I've been watching professional wrestling since I was about 10 years old. My uncle got me into it. Monday Night Raw, 5th grade, watching the Attitude Era growing up, and always wanted to do it. That form of entertainment where it's athleticism and wrestling, and athleticism and entertainment, acting, right. The whole nine put together. I instantly fell in love with it and knew that it was something I wanted to pursue. Maybe not as a career, but definitely as a form of entertainment and getting to express myself in another way.
Awesome. Who were your favorites growing up?
Oh, that's actually who my child and my ring name is named after, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Nice.
huge Triple H mark. The guy, he had the physique, he had the attitude, and he had the style that I really enjoyed.
He did. He does have it all, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go into, you decided now you want to be a professional wrestler. Where did you go train? Who were your trainers, and what were your thoughts during that whole process?
I originally trained at FTW. My first training started at NYWC when I was maybe 19. I left there because I had to go back to work and do more work. Found FTW, stayed there. I was trained with Brian Idol, who's now in the NWA, everywhere else, doing big things. Dan Barry.
He's everywhere.
He's blowing up. When I'm more than happy for the guy. We had a falling out years ago, but I've grown up since, and things have changed. So I'm very happy for the guy.
Cool.
He was my head trainer. Dan Barry, Jim Sullivan, guest trainers all the time there. Mick Foley, Just Incredible, a lot of others. Great school, and I learned the ropes there and really learned how to entertain there.
Your son's intrigued by
it. That's the real Hunter there.
He's intrigued. I was like, what is Dad doing? It's all part of being.
That's it, man. That's why I came back. I took a 7-year hiatus. Honestly, and I came back because my kids were starting to get older, and I wanted to do this so that I could one day show them, hey, look, Dad does something fun and entertaining.
Awesome. Where do you wrestle out of mostly?
So right now my home fed is SWA. It's pretty much the only fed I'm doing these days because life's taking a hold of me. 3 kids now.
Gotcha.
Father. Can't really tour like I used to. So I really love SWA. I originally got with them because Jerry's a really good friend of mine, and I like the way they tell stories there. Wrestling to me is all about storytelling and weaving the thread. And a lot of these independents, they just say it's this guy versus this guy. But SWA has a whole storyline. If you come to one show, the next show, you know what that character is doing and why that character is the way they are and what's going on with them.
It was sold out last time I heard.
Yeah, big show, huge show. And it was a great time. Obviously, I took a loss, which is never fun, but it was a great show. The house was wild, the crowd was into it, and that's what matters most to me.
Awesome. Yeah, I got a lot of good friends over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people in SWA. I mean, it's a shoot of it was in FTW originally as a pre-show, then NYWC, and they're huge now. They've grown on their own, and I'm very proud of Jerry for how far he's made the company come.
Good. I was just talking to Alex earlier.
Oh yeah.
The GM, he's a big figure guy, so he collects figures.
He's a nerd.
Let's go into, since I brought it up. Do you collect anything? Like any hobbies you got? Or just the family?
I mean, other than wrestling, I was bodybuilding for some time. That was my biggest hobby. I mean, I'm trying to get back into it. I need surgery on a hernia, and that's another story for another day. But once I get that done, bodybuilding is really my true passion. The whole diet, the whole dedication that it takes. And my other hobby is obviously just entertainment. I'm an actor on the side, and I love professional wrestling. So those are my 2 main things.
Gotcha. I know all about the herniated disc, man. I got the same issue.
Terrible.
It sucks.
Lifting the kids all the time is what does it to you.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's go into, once you did your initial wrestling training, who was your first opponent, and what were your thoughts during that?
So that's a funny story. I trained with the guy at the school. His name was Alex, but his character was Banana Man. And originally, my character was Bobby Blue Jay. Years ago,
Man.
that was Banana Man and Bobby Blue Jay. That was the rivalry. We did a 3-match saga, and my first ever match was against him in a sold-out FTW house show. It was at the sports arena there in Ronkonkoma. I don't remember what it's called, but it was a big arena, probably about 300, 400 people there, and it was a great match. We, we pre-planned it, worked on it for months, and then we put it on. We had a solid 15, 20-minute match, and the crowd went wild over it. It was a blast. I was the bad guy. I was young, no tattoos yet, just a clean-shaven baby face with muscles and looking pretty.
Clean kid.
Lot different than I am these days. Now I play the drunken guy. So,
what do you prefer to be, face or heel?
I love being heel. I like to be the bad guy. In life, I'm the nicest guy in the world. I'll give you my shirt off my back. I will give you anything, help you out, be your best friend. But in the ring, I'm a real asshole. But I've evolved. I originally started as the cocky, muscled up, beautiful Bobby Blue Jay, and now I'm Hunter Greyson, who is a drunk asshole, thinks the world revolves around him. So it's been quite a change, but I've always been the bad guy, and I love being the bad guy because to me, that's what makes the wrestling world go. If you can make that face get over, then you're doing your job. It's really, if you can be so bad that no matter who's in that ring with you, they're getting cheered, then you're doing your job. And that's what I love. I love getting that heat. I love making people hate me and want to beat the shit out of me when I get out of that ring.
There's nothing quite like being a heel, right?
That. Exactly.
No, you can curse here.
All right.
I don't know if you should curse around your kids, though. But
yeah, well, they're used to it. I got a sailor mouth. I have never filtered myself. I got a 5 and a 3-year-old, and they know daddy curses. I'm like, do as I say, not as I do.
I hear you. All right, let's go into wrestler you want to wrestle, but haven't got a chance to wrestle yet, and why?
Oh, man, that's a loaded question. There's a lot of good guys out there right now that I would love to lace up and get in there with. Coming up in SWA, we got a 7-way match. Mike Magnum's in there. He's great. He's up and coming, and I cannot wait to get in there with him and, see how he's doing. There's the guys that, were trainers while I was at NYWC. Anthony Nese, obviously. He'd be a dream match. There's just a lot of great faces out there that, I'd like to work with and try to be the bad guy too. Anybody really that's got a name that, gets the crowd popping, I'd like to get in there with. Doesn't have to be a big superstar, but, just somebody that gets the crowd going.
Okay. All right. In your time as a professional wrestler, who has been your best opponent and what?
My best opponent. I'd probably say Banana Man, honestly, because we tore the house down a couple times. If you go back and watch Bobby Blue Jay versus Banana Man, there's some really funny matches in there. One of them I wore a dress in at the end of the match, and it was some of the most fun of my young life was wrestling Banana Man, and a lot of fun. If I had to say best match I've ever had, it would honestly be against Pancakes, the former SWA champion. We just recently had a match, and it was one of my favorite matches ever, and I think that we actually really lit the place up.
Okay. All right. I like Pancakes.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. All right, let's go into type of match you want to be in, but you haven't been in yet.
Type of match I'd like to be in. I want to do something different. I really, really want to do a ladder match. Haven't done one of them yet, but I just think I have a lot of creative ways to use that ladder and make it tell a story as opposed to just being a weapon. Similar to HBK Razor. Just bring it in there and enhance the story that you're telling with that ladder.
There's nothing quite like a good ladder match, is there?
No, when they're done right, they're fantastic. When they're done wrong, they can.
You're like. You're right. When it's done right, you're like, oh fuck.
When it's done right, it's art, and it's amazing what they do with that ladder and the way that they sell it. Really is and that's my goal as an entertainer is to just make it a performance.
Right. What has been so far your best fan interaction?
Oh, I love
whether it be positive or negative.
Just recently, we did the sold out house show, and I jumped in there during CJ Bambino's match, and I had the brass knucks, came in, hit trigger, and slid out like a snake. And as I'm standing back by the food trailer, every fan just wants to spit on me and punch me in the face. Someone actually said, "You better get back to the back because you're about to get your ass beat." And that was my personal favorite interaction because it made me know that they believed in what I was doing in there. Nobody wants my autograph at the end of the show. They want to kick my ass at the end.
I just want to beat you up.
And that's how you know you're doing your job.
Make sure they don't know which is your car too.
Yeah, right, exactly. Not trying to get keyed as I'm walking out of the building.
That's right. All right. What goals do you have set for yourself for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, I'd like to, I'm in a championship match. I'd like to hold the gold at SWA at some point.
Okay.
That'd be great, whether it's the television championship or the heavyweight championship there. I'd like to carry it and be a heel champion as opposed to the faces that they've had. I think a bad guy as champ would really turn things around for the company and make it a little different spin. Make the babyface chase for a bit.
Right.
I think that'd be fun. But so that's my main goal. We do a couple shows a year there, so let's see what happens.
Okay. When is the next show?
The next show is in September. I don't know the exact date, but I do know it's coming up, and there is a 7-way eliminator match for the championship coming up. Oh, wow. And I'm pretty sure yours truly might be a part of it.
That's good. That's good. So, thoughts? Okay. How about this? Federation or actually company you want to work for in the indie scene that you haven't worked for yet?
In the indie scene, I'd like to get back to NYWC. I haven't worked there. I worked there once. And
you're close. You're in the same building.
I know. I'd love to feature with them. To me, they're the premier on Long Island. They've always been the top dog to me. With Psycho Circus drawing thousands of people, that to me is indie god, and I'd love to work with them. I've known Shane for years. The main promoter there. Right. Just love to get back on one of their shows once or twice.
Okay. All right. Any thoughts about ever doing like tag team wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, tag team wrestling is its own art form. Right. I would never be a tag team specialist, but I do like the idea of at least doing a couple tag matches a year. Getting in there with a partner and really working the crowd. Putting the heat on the faces, obviously, hot tags, the whole nine.
Okay.
Fun.
Did I lose you?
No, I think you got me. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Sorry, got a call. There we go.
All right.
These phones, man.
I know, man. Even my phone, man. It's giving me problems all the time. New phone and stuff.
Yeah, you buy the new ones for the thousands of dollars and they still don't work right.
It's crazy. All right, let's go into tag team partner you would like to try tag team wrestling.
Right now, I mean, in SWA, I think me and CJ would be fantastic to continue to tag up. Obviously, he's doing his own thing with the singles too, but we are under the authority of Dennis John, and together we could definitely tear the house down and tear that place up.
All right. I like CJ.
Yeah, he's another good dude and a bad guy in the ring right now, which is my favorite type of person.
Yeah, he's a bad guy in the ring, but good dude off the ring.
Exactly, which is the best kind of heel.
I think it's just so when you're playing that persona, it's kind of like an escape. You know what I'm saying? Because you are like you're the good guy in real life. Whatever. That's
the thing is, wrestling to me is an escape. It takes your mind off the stresses of day-to-day life. I'm a business owner. Right. So when I get in that ring, I can just forget about everything and just vibe with the people that are there. And that's what I love the most about it is it's an escape to another world.
Absolutely. All right. Now question. I know we kind of touched on traveling. Any thoughts of if you would like to maybe one day, maybe not now, maybe when your kids grow up a little bit, maybe travel overseas or something like that?
When they get older, I definitely want to push myself again and see how far we can go. I'm only 34, so I'm not ancient yet, So when they get to their teenage years, perhaps Dad can start touring again, doing some entertaining down south, down out east, out west, and even overseas. I definitely always wanted to go to Japan. I love sushi. I love Japanese culture, and to go there and wrestle would be a dream come true. Obviously a totally different style, but it'd be a lot of fun.
That seems to be the place to go of choice for everybody.
Oh, absolutely. That is professional wrestling.
Absolutely. What about your kids? Any of them want to be professional wrestlers when they grow up already?
Hunter definitely enjoys it. He's the older one, and the little guy is so athletic that as soon as he comprehends entertainment, I'd love to get him in some.
Gotcha.
Jumping around, always going nuts. So yeah, I mean, he'd be definitely a perfect candidate to be in the ring.
Okay, all right. I asked this because my son's the same way. He wants to eventually become a professional
Oh
wrestler.
yeah, I mean when they see the parents involved in it, obviously they naturally take a liking to it.
Right,
So,
right, right.
you can't.
Absolutely.
There's nothing better than that. I mean, what else are they going to turn to? These kids nowadays, it's video games. So I
I
prefer
know.
interest in than sitting on the tablet or playing video games.
It's crazy. My young son, he's glued to the video.
It's bad.
Glued.
This generation has changed compared to us being outside climbing in trees or
Right.
breaking your arm, falling off something.
Right. That's true. That's true, man. That's true.
Trampoline wrestling, that's what we did as kids. Nowadays, it's let's go inside and play WWE 2K27.
Right.
So.
Or AEW Fight Forever.
Right, exactly.
Do you watch the product currently?
I do, yeah. I try to. I mean, it's hard. It's on too much for me to even grasp now, and
It's like every night now.
It's a lot. I try to watch occasionally when I get a chance. My wife's not really into it, so we got to watch the sitcoms before we watch wrestling. So
It's like you got to sneak off to watch it. Like
that's it. I watch it in the living room from time to time.
I like the old days when you were a kid, I was a kid. Nobody wanted. You'd have to like sneak around to watch.
Yeah,
ECW
exactly.
Or something.
It was much different back then when your parents were the ones control.
That's right. Like, what the hell are you watching over there? I said, I'm watching some wrestling. I get it, man. I get it. All right, let's go into favorite venue you've wrestled out of and why. So far. Did I lose you, Hunter?
Hello.
Hey, did I lose you?
I lost you for a second. I'm back.
You lost me for a second. My cat's over here staring at me.
There we go. Yes, like cats, kids, same difference.
It's the same difference. That's right. So, favorite venue you wrestled out of and why? Hey, Kitty,
favorite venue I'm on a podcast. That would be. I wrestled in Jersey for WrestleCon, and we were right by where WrestleMania was. So I forget what the venue was, but it was beautiful. It was like where WrestleCon was, and it was large crowd. That was my favorite with FW.
Okay, my cat has decided.
I got bad connection. Hold on,
let
me see if I can get Wi-Fi.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah,
my cat has
my
decided to take a seat right here in front of me. Come on, Kitty.
My connection's going in and out, and you got cat problems.
I got cat problems. There he is. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. That's my cat. My cat, and he's scratching himself. All right, Kitty. Whoa, guy. He's gonna break my camera. Come on. My cat. All right. You good over there?
I'm good. Yes, I'm connected now.
Okay. My cat might give me some issues here and there, but
oh boy. All right.
And not chicken.
He's scratching himself in front of me. All right, let's go into state you would like to wrestle in, and why?
State. I'd love to wrestle in California, just because I've always wanted to go to California. I want to work out in Muscle Beach, where Arnold and Stallone and all those guys touch the weights, and just because I feel like an LA crowd would be live. Yeah, that's. I'm an East Coast kid. I've never left the East Coast, so I'd love to go over to the West, see what's going on over there.
You know what? I've never left the East Coast either.
Yeah, no, I would love to go. Just check out LA, check out wine country, the whole nine.
Oh, does Florida count? I guess Florida does count.
Florida kind of counts. I mean, it's still East Coast. It's Southeast Coast, though.
Southeast Coast. There you go. My cat has decided to turn around.
Yeah, well,
I think I lost Hunter, but my cat over here. I think I'm gonna get him out of here for a moment. There you go, Kitty. Go ahead, bud. Hopefully, Hunter can come back in a moment. As we are waiting for Hunter to come back, let me let you know where I'm going to be at next. I'm going to be at Wrestling Is Now for the Maximo Legacy Tag Team Tournament, where they're going to crown their first World's Champion. And you got a lot of great teams there. You got the Audacity versus CMD, Slime Balls versus Miracle Generation, Brick City versus Wasted Youth, the Gordons versus the New Backseat, and of course, there's going to be that heavyweight championship match. Joey Conway versus PJ Savage. So you're definitely not going to want to miss that. Make sure to go to Wrestling Is Now to get your tickets for that event at the Mecca in New Jersey, Saturday, July 29th. And Hunter is back.
I'm not sure what happened. One of us got lost, so
one of us got lost. So it's okay. I decided to, keep it going.
There we go. We're back.
My next appearance. Would you like to one day have your own wrestling school and train the next generation?
I don't know about training per se. I definitely would love to do a promotion just because I think I have ideas as to how to tell stories and be creative with it.
Right.
I mean, there's so many on Long Island now that it's like, do you really want to open another one, or do you want to just help someone else contribute to their stories?
There is so many, man.
It's amazing how many there are, and there's definitely, at least there's an abundance of schools now. That Remarkable school looks phenomenal. I know Kono is a great teacher. That's definitely one I recommend checking out. There you go. Look at that.
There it is. Remarkable Wrestling, August 1st.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a head trainer, Kono, there's no better than Kono. He's been around for years. So
he has been.
That's a great school. And if I had the time to go back to training, that's probably where I'd go because it's right up the block for me. But yeah,
me too.
I mean, I open my own school. No, I don't know if I have the patience to teach kids.
But maybe your own promotion.
Yes, I would love to definitely put my ideas out there in the mix.
I was in the same boat recently, like thinking about the same thing, and then I went to go look at a promoter's license. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're obscene what they charge.
It's like $10,000.
I don't know how you make your money back on a couple shows.
I'm like $10,000 for the license.
Right, yeah, and that's before you get a venue or anything else.
Right, the venue, and then you got to have the doctor, you got to have an ambulance,
you got to pay your guys, your workers,
got to pay everybody. I mean, they're paying everybody, but then you got to have the ambulance there.
I mean, a hot dog and a handshake is the going rate for me. So
that's how business was done in the old days. You just come, you do the show, and you get fed.
You sell your merch and you get the people happy. That's all that matters.
And you got a little food here.
Yeah, a hot dog to coat your belly.
Daddy.
Those are the good old days, man. What were some of your best memories in the indie scene?
I just like the camaraderie and the friendship of it all. I mean, everybody's doing the same thing. You're all hustling and you're all trying to entertain. And to me, I made some of my best friends that I had back in the years. So that road tripping was great. It's always a blast when you're in the car with 5 big guys and all sweaty and hungry on your way to the next venue for $20. Those are some of the fun times that I had. I mean, like I said, I took a 7-year hiatus, and to me, coming back into the SWA locker room, it's been like a family. There's some of the first people that I told that my newest son was born. I made sure to message them first. It's like an extended family.
Awesome. Since we're talking about the road stories for a moment, let's talk about any ribs. Did any ribs happen during those road trips?
Just my gear being purposely left behind, and then I had to go all the way back and get it. Someone told me that they had grabbed it, and they didn't grab it. It was left in the room.
Have you seen any good ribs in your day?
Have any good ribs? The best was changing someone's gear so that what was in his bag was, instead of his normal trunks, it was like a pair of pink trunks, and it was by showtime, so he had to wear them out.
Man, ribs are my favorite stories, man. I love.
He was a heel. He pulled it off, though.
Hunter, man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
What promotions you got going on?
Really next? Just SWA right now, and that's in September. You can look up the date on swawrestling.com. They have all the information there. I think they're about to announce the main event coming up within the next 24 to 48 hours for the event, and should be another sold-out show. They put on a great show there. We're very entertaining, and we're all about the fans.
Daddy?
You're not going to find another promotion like it.
Daddy?
Awesome. I was hoping Alex would come on and give us the date or something.
Yeah, I mean, he look in the comments. Check the comments, people. He'll get it in there. He's nerdy like that. He'll get on there. AA, AAA, whatever his name is. He'll take care of it.
Where can everybody follow you, bud?
You can find me on Facebook, Hunter Greyson. That's really it right now. I don't have an Instagram or anything like that, but Hunter Greyson on Facebook. You can find me on there, or you can reach out to me anytime. I'm always around.
Okay, now don't forget there's threads now too.
That's true. I might have to join that under Hunter Greyson.
There you go. As for me, like I said, I'll be at the next Wrestling Is Now show up in New Jersey at the Mecca.
They put on a great show too. Go check them out.
July 21st, 29th. Definitely come check them out, man. I mean, I'll be there.
The Maximo boys. They've been around a long time.
And and they're gonna crown their first World's Tag Team Champions.
Oh, there you go. That's a blast in a glass, man. Have a drink and have some fun.
It's gonna be a big deal, and then it's Joey Conway versus PJ Savage for the Win Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, that's a good match.
That's gonna be sick, bro.
Enjoy it, everyone.
I'm
I hope to see
excited
you
for
at
that.
SWA, and it was great talking to you. I'm honored that you had me on the show. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Hunter, for coming on. I will also be at VPW's Gold Rush Rumble Saturday, August 12th. Get to get your tickets for them. And then Chosen Pro Wrestling. I'll be at Chosen Pro Wrestling too. August.
Come to
19th.
SWA in September.
And come to SWA in September. Get your tickets as soon as we get the information. We will be sharing that on all our socials.
All right, man. Thank you so
Hunter,
much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Take care, man. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Good night. All right, everybody. Hunter had to leave. He's got family stuff. But I also wanted to say that next Wednesday at 8 o'clock is the Maximum Legacy Prediction Show with Respect to Craft and Geeking Out, of course, on his channel. So you're not going to want to miss that. You might have some surprises there. On August 12th, also go check out Assault Championship Wrestling in New Jersey, where my good pal Robbie Rebel will be there doing a meet and greet and performing as well that night at the show. Coming up for me, O'Shea Edwards tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We are going to sit down and have a chat, myself and OJ, followed by Jay Alejandra. She's coming on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And then we're going to end it all with the authentic Ray Ivy. He's coming back, part of MCW, the MCW Anti-Bullying Tour, which I'm also a part of. I'm excited for that. Geek said you might be. Oh, wait. Geek said there might be one or more surprises during the collab. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Didn't want to forget also that Mother Endless is making her debut at the Gold Rush Rumble. And as many of you know, I didn't sleep for a week after talking to Mother Endless. So, yeah, that was crazy. Also out now is Vlog Interaction, where I went back to 23-6 Championship. You're going to have to watch Vlog Interaction for all those details and stick around for the after credit scene. That is very important. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday, Jay. And yeah, that kind of wraps up the show for today. Make sure you check out Vlog Interaction. It's a very, 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 very exciting show. I get to hang out with Bobby Jr. As you can see, I'm very happy. That was the first time I got to hold Bobby Jr. And I think he took a liking to me, Bobby Jr. He looked a liking to me. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock with O'Shea Edwards. Everybody, take care.